What's up guys, it's Chachi Power here to do a review on the Strikedog with Ypsilon 1/18 scale DMZ-02. This figure is beautifully crafted by Takara Japan, and we're going to take a look at what's going on here. This figure is actually very big. I'm going to show you guys a size comparison in a sec, but right off the bat when I took this guy out, I know I've been saying that a lot in reviews, but lately stuff I've been getting has been blowing me away. But even though this guy's plastic, you can see the finish is a little bit, it's very matte actually, kind of satiny in spots, but it gives it this like really heavy like metal feel to it, and it actually is heavy even though it's not metal. Only die cast parts I've seen are these strips here. I guess somewhere this ankle area, there's some die cast. It's been painted over blue, but the weathering is amazing. It's very slight. I don't know what kind of airbrush they used, but it's so slight that it really does give it a weathered feel. There are some spots that look like they've been scratched off in combat. You can see metal showing. This bar here has some silver. This corner here. So it's beautiful, beautiful detail. Now, like I said, I was going to show you a size comparison, so I've chosen the figure that everybody and their mom has. And yes, my mom does have one. It would be this little ST size die rugger here. So let's just put him down next to him. So there is a big size difference, guys. What's really great about this figure, though, like I said, is the weathering and the detail. The temple printing is very nice. It's not as sharp as the Psycho Gundam I reviewed, but it's still sharp. There's no legible writing anywhere. Just a bunch of warning signs and stuff like that with little squares instead of letters, but nice overall. Let's take a look at the back here. These boosters have like a titanium look to them, also weathered. They do rotate. I don't know if you can see, the shading is beautiful. They do some panel lines too, which is very good. You can see it here too. They've also gone and done a titanium look right here on these vents here. I don't know if you can see that very well right there. Normally most companies would just paint this detail, but here's that green and red, looks like lights behind the clear plastic cover there. Normally they would just paint that, but Takara has gone one step ahead and actually made it look like there's a lens there with lights behind it. So that's a big plus. Here you can see the joint for the arms. It's nice and stiff. Stays where you put it. These are floppy, but I guess they're supposed to be, so they just drop down in whatever position you put them in, like so. Check out these lenses here. Once again, not painted. Those are nice plastic lenses there. The fist has a very nice weathered look going on there. These fists don't open. They look like they do, but they don't open. It actually comes with accessories, which I will get into in a minute. Let's take a look at the head here for a sec. It's got nice flexible antennas. Even though they're flexible, I'm sure they would snap if you bend them far enough. They're not vinyl. They are plastic. The lenses here do move back and forth. And if you notice, once again, they did not paint the lens green. It's actually a clear green plastic. Same thing with the lens underneath. These two on the side, however, are painted red. This visor does go up, like so. Guess our pilot would peek through there. Pilot is Ypsilon, and I'm going to get into that in a sec. Since you guys aren't seeing him right now, there's a reason for that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and open the cockpit area. What we do is grab his ears, pull up, and then pull his back. Now what you see in front of you is a very highly detailed cockpit. It's amazing. A lot of detail everywhere. It's also weathered. It almost looks like it's made out of leather. So very good amount of detail, guys. Don't see this much in any kind of toy. Reason for that is the price tag on this guy is very high. I would say around $200. Lucky for me, I picked it up very low price. I guess a lot of people didn't jump on the $200 plastic toy. So there's some very big discounts to be had if you know where to look. You can see the inside is very detailed too. I mean, they spared no expense in making this figure. Obviously, they had to cut corners with the material, which is why it's made out of plastic. This thing would be ridiculous if it was die cast. And when I mean cut corners with material, I don't mean they use cheap material. I'm talking using plastic versus die cast. The plastic they do use is a very high quality ABS. It's not cheap plastic at all, guys, so it's not a disappointment. And like I said, he has a lot of heft. He's not light. So the fact that they chose plastic is pretty smart on their end. I'm going to show you guys a pretty cool detail this figure has. These panels pop off, and there's little tanks there of whatever it is that this robot uses. Here you can see the actual ABS, what it really looks like. Just standard plastic, but beautifully finished on the other side. Let's pop that back on. I guess you guys want to see the range of motion. With this kind of figure, it's almost like the Psycho Gundam I reviewed. You don't want parts hitting each other because it will scratch and scuff and make shiny lines. The whole point is to keep this matte finish. But these things here move. Just going to be a little careful with this. His toes move up and down, as you can see. The ankles move back and forth a good amount. Probably rotate it all the way around, but it doesn't go all the way around. The sides here have like those Gundam type skirts. Here you can see the leg. Let's take a look at the movement there. Goes back a pretty good amount. Goes forward a good amount. The knee, not so much. I don't know if you guys can see. It doesn't go back too far. Don't think it's made to go back like that. The back also has armor flaps. See here. His butt.